So now we know the theorem. Let's practice this in a couple of simple easy questions just to repeat the key ideas a couple of times. So these are the two stories given to us. Maybe hit pause first and try them out for yourself before joining the discussion. And this is the story. This is the center O, and AOB is given as 60 degrees, BOC is given as 30 degrees, and your question is what is going to be angle ADC. And this is the other problem. This is the figure given. Angle BEC is given as 130 degrees and angle ECD is given as 20 degrees. And it is not mentioned that BC is passing through the center or it is the diameter or anything. It is just another chord. And your question is what is the value of angle BAC? So let's get started. Let's work on the first problem now. I want to figure out this angle, angle ADC, right? And this is very, very easy. This angle is going to be half of the angle subtended at the center by the same arc. The arc is AC. It is subtending this angle at point D. And what is the angle it is subtending at the center? It is subtending 90 degrees, 60 degrees and 30 degrees. That means the angle at the center is 90 degrees. So therefore this angle is going to be 45 degrees. So this was very, very easy. How about this one? So notice arc BC, angle BAC and angle BDC are going to be equal to each other. Why is that? Because these are angles subtended by the same arc in the same segment, and we figured out that these are always equal to each other. So this angle is going to be equal to this angle. This is a straight line. If this angle BEC is 130 degrees, CED is going to be 50 degrees. Why? Because a straight line is 180 degrees. Now if I look at triangle CED, I know this is 50 degrees, this is 20 degrees, a total of 70 degrees. I know the sum of all angles is 180 degrees, so this is going to be 110 degrees. And if this is 110 degrees, this is also going to be 110 degrees, and that was what my question was. BAC is how much? And I know BAC is going to be 110 degrees. And in both the cases, what is the idea that we are using? That if we think of any arc or let's say a chord and it creates any angle in the same segment, all these angles are going to be equal to each other, right? And this from an even simpler idea that the angle subtended at the center is twice the angle subtended anywhere else in the segment. So if this is x, this is going to be 2x. If this is a, this is going to be a by 2, and any angle that we can think of. So a very easy application. So let's try out an actual problem now using the same theorem, same ideas that we have just worked out. This is the story given to me. There's a circle. AB is the diameter of the circle, and there is a chord CD which is equal to the radius of the circle. So this is the given information to me. And AC is extended and BD is extended and they intersect at point E. And your question is what is the value of angle CED? So this is what we have to figure out. So let's start doing that, and let's work on a couple of easy ideas first. First of all, let me connect C with B. And I am thinking of angle ACB. Angle ACB. Now for a minute, think of arc AB. It is subtending an angle ACB somewhere in the segment. And it is subtending an angle AOB at the center. An angle AOB is nothing but a straight line, or this is going to be 180 degrees. If this is 180 degrees, the angle subtended at any other point other than the center in the segment is going to be half of this angle. If this is 180 degrees, this angle, angle ACB, is going to be 90 degrees. So write that information for yourself somewhere. Angle ACB is equal to 90 degrees because there is still some work to do. Now connect OC and connect OD for a second. OC is radius, OD is radius, and CD was given to me, that is also equal to radius. So if I think of triangle COD, I see an equilateral triangle. An equilateral triangle where all the sides are equal to each other, all the angles are also equal to each other, and all the angles are specifically 60 degrees. Though we haven't proved it yet and not gone specifically into properties of equilateral triangles as such, but we can quickly derive this. I know I have worked out this much, that when the sides are equal, the opposite angles are equal. In this story, all the sides are equal. That means these two sides are equal. That means these two angles are going to be equal. That means this angle is equal to this angle. This angle was already equal to this angle. That means all three of them are equal. And if one of them is x, all of them are x. And the sum of all the angles is 180 degrees. So x is equal to 60 degrees. So very easy proof and not our focus right now. So let me forget about it. Just that this triangle COD, all the sides are equal. That means all the angles are going to be 60 degrees. That means angle OCD is going to be 60 degrees, angle COD is going to be 60 degrees, and angle ODC is also going to be 60 degrees. So capture that information, you will get angle, let's say COD is going to be 60 degrees. COD is going to be 60 degrees. Now think of the arc CD and it subtending angles at the center or somewhere else in the segment. Remember, this is the minor arc, this is the major arc. This is the minor segment, this is the major segment. Anything on this side of CD is a major segment. And whatever angles it subtends anywhere in the segment is going to be half of the angle subtended at the center. This is the crux of our theory that we have worked out, that angle subtended in the segment is going to be half of angle subtended at the center. So if this is 60 degrees, angle CBD, because CD or CD is the arc, this is the angle it is subtending, this angle is going to be half of this angle. That means this angle is going to be 30 degrees. And now you're almost done. Now think of triangle BCE, and now you will use this information that you had worked out earlier, angle ACB. Angle ACB, this was 90 degrees. All of this is 180 degrees. If ACB is 90 degrees, BCE is also going to be 90 degrees. So now I am thinking of triangle BCE. This angle was 30 degrees. This angle is 90 degrees. Total so far is 120 degrees. In this triangle BCE, the sum is going to be 180 degrees. You are already accounted for 120 degrees, so you know this angle. So you know this angle is going to be 60 degrees. So the idea should be fairly easy, just a couple of extra steps. If it is not clear to you, maybe hit pause and rewind and start the process from the beginning. Why is ACB equal to 90 degree? Because this is 180 degree. This angle is going to be half of this angle. Why is that? Because this angle subtended at anywhere in the segment is half the angle subtended at the center. So I got this as 90 degree. Then I thought of an equilateral triangle and I got all the angles as 60 degrees. Then I thought of this angle and this angle being half of this angle using the same theory. The angle subtended in the segment is half the angle subtended at the center. So this became 30 degree for me. Then finally I went to this triangle and I figured out the value of this angle, because overall it is a straight line is 180 degree. ACB you take out from it 90 degree, so you're left with 90 degree, and so on and so forth. So the second time you do it, obviously it is going to be faster. So if the question gets out of your reach, do hit pause, rewind and work out the steps for yourself till it is very, very clear to you. So, and that's that.